much in the society to fit in.
Okay, so I'm recording this video only for two reasons, right? First reason is
I think you should care about history.
I feel like doing so. Right? Okay. The second reason is there's a whole lot of people, you know, there's a whole lot of
his own qualifications. Look, I didn't like
creatures, right, trying to piggyback everything I say and do. When I say that, I mean like everything I say and do. And I don't mean that in regards to people who are my lovers or my friends, right? People who want to see me doing well, people who enjoy looking at me because I'm handsome, right? And I'm gonna get my Saduk shoot on right now. You know what I'm saying? They mad cause my hair, you know what I'm saying? Cause I got the long hair, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't just start growing dreads and just start feeling myself though, right? Like you can see the lack of self-confidence in certain people when you look at their old videos, right? With me, you might see very sad eyes, right? You might, because I've seen some shit. I've been through some shit, right? But that is what that is. Normally, I don't have a need to show the whole world my face or to continuously harp on and on and on and on and on and on about anything. I made one video, cause and effect, right? Wizardry, right? I'm not gonna tell you how and why, because then you motherfuckers already copying everything I say and do and trying to twist it. That's the thing about it. It's one thing if people were trying to copy what I say and do, and then we have similar moral characters, or we have similar cultural beliefs, or we have similarity, anything that is a similarity. Could make the simulation run smoother, right? But here's the thing. So we got these dudes, and they feel like the only thing we have, like the only, well, no, they feel like we have more in common than just this, right? But look up close. You can't see it, right? You can't tell, right? You see, I'm not going to go into the different melanin types. I've seen these dudes on Sonnetter Studios, and I've seen these dudes on House of Consciousness, right? I talk genetics, they talk genetics. I talk melanin, pale melanin, all the different melanin types, they talk melanin types. Right? I talk the population of where I come from, right? Motherfucker, I posted the population density next to the Santee River because I grew up next to the Santee River, right? In them rice paddies over there in Vietnam, right? And you don't know what I'm talking about if you're not from there. And you can't go over there running your mouth. Not against me. I promise you can't. Because everybody there knows who I am. Right? We grew up together in a very small town, in a place that was a couple miles from a slave plantation, a real one that's still there. Right? I don't have to, if you understood the importance of a place like Sampit, you'd try to go there. You try to run up in there, but what you're going to find is that they're not going to be hospitable to you. Them alligators ain't going to be hospitable to you, right? So I'm going to close this recording. You know, I hear this shit with Reggie. He is who he is. I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't dislike Reggie. I don't dislike Reginald. He definitely has a personality type that I probably wouldn't vibe too very great with, mostly because he thinks he's intelligent, right? He thinks he's extremely smart, right? But I called him out on his little hieroglyphics readings that he was doing. He was reading the hieroglyphs. He was reading the petroglyphs in Egypt. He was telling you what the petroglyphs say. He was being a hierophant. He was making shit up as he went, and I know that for a fact. Right, and then when I brought the calculation forward, when I brought the calculation forward, he definitely addressed it in the chat. See, certain people, they're going to address it, right? And there's a reason for it, because they don't know how I'm doing this, right? I'm sure half of them, they feel like they in the fucking Matrix right now. They don't know how I'm doing what I do. They don't know how I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm going to tell them how I'm doing what I'm doing. You know, your walk is your walk, and my walk is my walk. My path is my path. Right? Know that. I mean, you don't fuck around and be on a warpath for too long, though. You know, not for too long. Do you know who too long is? Ask China who too long is. You think you know who is too short? You think you know who is Tupac? Find out who is too long. And then find out about a very, very, very large serpent with antlers. Right? A serpent. Right? I happen to be a serpentarian. Right? A serpentarius. Right? I'm not a Virgo. I'm not a two-faced backstabber, nigga. I'm not an assassin. Right? I'll kill you in your face. I won't creep up. I don't gotta creep up behind you. Right? I don't gotta fucking sneak and act fake and phony to nobody about nothing. That's cowardice. Right? Back in the days, the people who used to do that sort of stuff, who that was acceptable from, was females. Right? They were assassins, and they would seduce people and trick them and use all these ways to lull people in, right? And lull their guard down, and then they would take care of business. They TCB, right? But men, let me tell you what men do. Usually, what men usually do. They're straightforward. They normally go out into a field or something. You know what I'm saying? They find a little battlefield or something, and they wet the dirt, nigga. Right? I can explain a lot of things, right? I'm gonna speak your language to you, right? Because you only seem to understand street nigga shit, right? You try to pull the street nigga out of me, you know what I'm saying? You try to make me revert and regress to this fucking, you know, whatever it is. You don't call it a creature. You don't call it a cretin. You don't call it any of those things. But you try to get me to revert to a period of time when there's a time when I would literally, right now, right this second, go out that front door, get in that vehicle, drive 1,700 miles, and confine your bitch ass. Real talk. I'm talking about what? We talking about maybe 5 or 6 tanks of gas, man. All right, that would be 30 times 6. Whatever that is. Maybe you could tell me, Ali Akbar. Right? Fuck out my face with that punk shit. Right? I don't give a fuck about any Muslims because I'm not a Muslim. Right? I see that horrible shit they be doing on television, right, on the news, right? They go into Africa, kidnapping women, fucking raping, kidnapping 200 Nigerian women, raping them, right? And no black people from these here United States do shit about that, right? We're over here screaming for the government to do something about that shit. The government ain't do nothing, right? Why? Think about that shit. Right? Them Boko Haram motherfuckers. Oh, the Hausa and blah blah mother man, get out of here with that punk shit. You think I'm stupid? You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about none of that. Now, I do have family members who were very much involved in Moorish fucking identity and literature. How do I have people who did that? Well, nigga, you didn't create that shit. You didn't come up with it, right? That shit is in the 30s. They was talking that jive. And then I'm not going to call it jive, right? But in the 30s, there were lodges built around that particular concept, that particular ideology, that particular philosophy, whatever it is that you want to call it, right? There were lodges, there were temples, right? The same as here, the Native Americans, or whatever we're calling ourselves these days, right? We had lodges, we had temples, we had longhouses. We wasn't out here all fiesta and siesta-ing, which is the same reason why the Toltecs and the Aztecs was busting each other's asses. You see what I'm saying? People don't do things the same, right? The further away I get from you, the less you're going to be like me, buddy. And that is real fucking talk. Unless you have access to who and what I am, my essence, if you will, right? You only have access to my essence if I allow that shit, nigga. Right? And I don't mean nigga in the term like, okay, so some people, they became proud niggas once I revealed the mystery of the Nidogger, right? But there's no reason for me to discuss Nidoggers. Why? Because you don't know shit about it. You see what I'm saying? Why the fuck would I teach you things that you don't need to know? Listen, you can ask your deity, you can pray to the high heavens and for the answer to that question. Why would God teach you anything you don't need to know? I wonder. Well, let me tell you something that I know to be a motherfucking fact. These Negroes and not quite Negroes in this Moorish movement, well, Sabir Duke Shoot and these guys, they violated the code from jump. They violated the first fucking rule, right? What is the first rule? Shh. Rule number 1, motherfucker. Shut up. Be quiet. You want everyone to know. I want to lift the whole world. I want everyone to know. Because you don't have the tact and the wherewithal to find the individuals who need to know these things. You'll tell it to everybody. And then please donate to my Cash App. I'm gonna please donate to my Cash App. And you have no idea what I know. I know so many more fucking secrets. And I'll tell you if you pay me, right? I'll tell you so many more secrets. Let me tell you something. One of the reasons that I love my madrina so much, not just because she's beautiful, not just because she's strong, not just because she's a fighter, not even those things, right? There's plenty of things that I could say are good reasons why I love my madrina, right? But one of the things I love most about her was we sat together, we talked. She told me a couple things and never told me anything else. Why didn't she tell me anything else? Oh, because you're not worthy. Because you don't get to know. No. She didn't tell me anything else because she knew that I already know. And if I don't know, I'm favored. What is a father of mysteries? What is a binary code? You listen, you can think that the oldest race on the earth is the Hindu people if you'd like. They're going to tell you that. They're going to tell you they're the oldest. Until you get into them books and you see the colors of the rainbow, right? Till you find out what this stuff actually means. So there are people who will look at my skin. how my skin is this color, like this. See. And they'll say that I belong to a specific nation of genius loci. What the fuck is genius loci, King Meat Man? Google it. I had a woman ask me one day. She said, "What is this on my wrist?" See, a little red string. A lot of people wear red strings on their wrist and they look so cool and they're part of something and it's so spiritual, right? And it helps keep the bad stuff away, right? Okay. But you have to ask yourself a couple of questions though, guy. Like, okay, question number 1. Do you think these are beads? Well, I guess they are beads, right? But what are the beads made of? These beads are made of bone. Bone from living creatures, beings, creatures, things that have been here before, right? Just so happens that this particular bracelet comes from Tibet. I never take it off, right? There was another one that I had, but I guess the warranty on it expired, right? But trust and believe, it served its purpose. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. Now, some people say, "Oh, that's that mystery mumbo jumbo shit." You're okay, but you can't tell me how I'm doing what I'm doing. I know how you're doing what you're doing. And I don't even use the underhanded tactics you use. I don't even, like, my modus operandi is a whole nother schematic, right? Sometimes I stop and I pause when I'm speaking because I use collegiate level words like regularly. I normally use my vernacular, my vocabulary is normally based on a college level curriculum, right? Grammar system, right? College level, I don't know, how would I say it? Fucking grammatical technique, right? The way that I speak is kind of complicated for a reason. Every word that I use when I use it is good to go. You know what I'm saying? You have to excuse me, I'm looking down. My dog is right here, right? I keep dogs in my house. I have 2 dogs in my house. Don't tell nobody. No, I have 1 dog in my house, right? And then there's the dog back there or whatever. But anyway, I ain't no fucking Muslim, fool. And I don't want to be no fucking Muslim, right? I don't want my dogs to have to sleep outside because you motherfuckers believe that dogs are evil creatures, right? They're fucking dirty, foul, evil creatures, right? But you think cats should be in your house and you let them shit on the ground, on the floor. They have no training. You have no control over that animal. It's just looking at you. You're looking at it. And hopefully it doesn't bat you and scratch you all in your face, right? But we've always, in Islam, we've always liked cats. Actually, nigga, that's Egyptian stuff. You see what I'm saying? And there's a reason for that, right? And then there's a reason that dogs be in the cemetery for sure. They used to dig up bones and bodies, right? Yes. That's how you get Anubis, right? That's how you get your death mysteries and shit. Nigga, you should slap yourself. Not me, because I'm looking at me and I'm pointing at me. Sabir. Duke Shoot. Sabir Latif Taqif, right? You just a typical Muslim, dude. And you're not a typical Muslim. I take that back. You're a typical black Muslim. You're one of them typical jail niggas that by himself, you suck phallus, homeboy. Right? By yourself. If you ain't got no other Muslims in there with you, you gonna kiss ass. You will never tell a black person nothing. oh, these black people, it's the blacks, it's these black people. You'll never tell a black person nothing. You'll do what you do. You'll pretend to be a fucking black nationalist, but you're not. You're fucking Muslim extremist. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. So don't get it twisted. Don't just because Sabir the Duke shoot the Beggar Mo be all over this internet talking about Son Knitter and talking about Brother Reginald and all these other people. Remember when we was out there in Harlem on the block and remember all this shit and remember when we were doing this and we were doing that? Okay, that's cool, right? But at the end of the day, that dude isn't a black nationalist. He says every day he don't like black people. He hates black people. He don't give a fuck about black people. Black people are animals, right? Black people are fucking creatures. All that Muslim shit that you learn when you're a real fucking Muslim, right? Which is why real Muslims, if you go over there, he keep telling you, oh, go over there, go overseas, do this, do that. Okay, go there. They'll be nice to you. Right? There's some of them probably not totally fucked up. They're people. They're humans. And this is 2024, right? So the world is much different than it was, in the 60s and the 70s, on back in them times, right? I think the young people these days keep saying that. So maybe they won't treat you too terribly or whatever. Who knows? Go try it, right? Sabir is not some dark-skinned motherfucker overseas neither. So just like they treat, oh, are you from China? Where are you from? Okay, just like they treat him that way, how do you think they treat me? Do you think they're always terribly rude to me? Or just sometimes when they just can't help it? You know what I'm saying? And then I correct that motherfucker. They learn quick. They learn fast. Right? Why do they learn fast? Well, because I'll walk away. I will, no problem. And then you see back there, I'll pray. I'll do my pagan rituals, nigga. I'll dance around butt naked in this living room, nigga, flopping my testiculars all around, and I'll make some shit happen. Right? I'll go woogie boogie, nigga. I'll do all that woogie boogie shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga. Right? You like to say nigga. You love to say nigga. I really don't like to say nigga. I really don't use that word that much these days. For the record, a lot of people know who I am because there was a time when I was pursuing a rap career, a music career, and was doing really good too. Please believe that shit. People all over the place. I got homeboys who could be just like, yo, I know Eddie Griffin, I know Arthur and James, I know all the. Okay, nigga, I don't care. You don't know who I know and you don't know who I don't know. And then here's the thing. Who cares? I mean, seriously. So what, nigga? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? This shit don't mean nothing to me. Like, first thing first, Tommy Davidson. Okay, but I don't fucking care, nigga. I never really liked Tommy Davidson. So that ain't even gonna work. He was like a weird nigga. He was the weird nigga on In Living Color to me. Like, I was never no big fan of Tommy Davidson. Like, just because he's black and be doing fucking dinosaur. I can't even do that shit. I can't move around weird like that because I start feeling strange. You know what I'm saying? But all that fucking dinosaur, Tyrannosaurus, men's on books and men's on films. Fuck out of here with that punk shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who else. Oh, Eddie Griffin. Little child. I used to like him. I used to think he was smart. I went to a couple of his shows. I used to think dude was dope. And then you fucked it up. Now I'm like, shit, I can't fuck with what? And he entertained something like you? Oh shit, nigga. I stopped watching him. I don't watch him. I don't, that's the way I am. It's like Puffy. Like, I don't fuck with Puffy. I never really listened to Puffy. You see what I'm saying? He moved funny to me. He been moving funny for decades to me. I don't fuck with him. I used to like, back in the times when everybody thought he was cool, right? Like in the No Way Out, in the Biggie Smalls days and shit. All the rest of this 24 type shit. I've been done with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith, I mean, listen. I've been done with these people. I'm a grown man. You see what I'm saying? I'm not sitting in my house watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm not sitting in my apartment watching In Living Color reruns. You see what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? And so half of that shit don't mean nothing to me. I mean, great. You found a career, you made money, you did comedy, you were part of theater, it turned into art, and you're celebrated for it. The In Living Color people, right? Or whatever celebrities, comedians, whoever it might be, that Saduk Shoot gonna try to name drop, right? Great, good for you. I have to question your finance, your financial bookkeeping, because you're still looking for attention. You're still, if I had a 20-year career, if my bank account said anything like, if I looked into my bank right now and that shit said $20 million, I might not have too much to say. I mean, for real. I'd be too busy making shit happen. I'm already making shit happen. So maybe I got a bank account that has 20 million in it. Maybe I have a bank account that has 20 billion in it, right? But then if I start speaking like this, you start speaking like that, right? Motherfuckers could watch your videos, Saduk Shoot, and just go back a couple of years before you started watching me, and see your whole fucking behavior pattern change. Everything about you, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you fucking present your little shit, everything change. I watched videos of you just being so fucking weird, dog. I mean, I remember when that dude with the little dreadlocks was going on your feed. I guess y'all was saying he was a cop. You was talking to, I got police officers on my feed, G. I got police officers on my feed, y'all. Right? And you noticed that when he played music, he would get to going like this. Now that's all you do. That shit is so weird. But here's the thing. You trying to play Mortal Kombat, right? With me. You want to be Shang Tsung. Right? That's who you want to be. That's the character you picked, nigga. You picked Shang Tsung. And so what? You think Shao Kahn is Lewis? Is that who you think Shao Kahn is? You know, the guy with the skull mask and the hammer. You think that's the honorable minister? This is not a game. This is only a game when I'm playing. Just like it's only a joke if you're laughing, or if I'm trying to make you laugh. But if I'm dead ass serious, well, that'll just be what it is. No, I don't want to be dead ass serious, because that's kind of complicated, right? There's a lot of elements involved in being dead ass serious, right? So I'll just be very frank about it, right? I'll be very forward about it, right? I could all day long put books in your face and wiggle around and dance around to some fucking hippity fucking hoppity shit. That's remedially stupid. I would never hang out with you. You're not like I might not seem culturally refined, but I'm telling you, I'm a pretty refined individual, and I would never entertain you. Even if you had tickets to the KRS-One shit today or tomorrow and would give me 10 of them for the next 10 years, I still wouldn't entertain you. If you could take me with you to Eddie Griffin's house or any shit like this, I still would not give a fuck. I would not entertain nothing you're saying because you don't understand. You're beneath me. You've proven that point a long ass time ago, that you're under me, homeboy. So you better shut the fuck up. You don't see me on this internet trying to be like you. Nothing about you, right? You really do, just because you think maybe niggas are stupid. I don't know. But you seem to think that you're educating people, like you're teaching them something, right? How could you be teaching me about me if my grandparents and all these other people were alive in the 30s? If I have a grandfather that was born in 1933 and a great-grandfather before that, what the fuck makes you think in your right mind that you know more about this than I do? Or that you know history? You studied history better. We know that you haven't. You didn't even start running your mouth about the Crusades until I posted my book list. Right? Until I started showing shit. What it is your commentary was so fucking dry, right? And you seen that I was bringing shit from so many angles and so dynamic with it that you copied that shit. Then you was like, oh, he don't even got 1 million friends or followers or subscribers. That's that punk shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to copy everything he says, and more people are going to hear me saying it than hear him saying it. And then motherfuckers going to think I said it when he said it. And I heard him say it, and I didn't know nothing about it. But today, my show, I'm gonna connect the dots. And today, my show is about everything Demetrius ever put on his fucking Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? Today's show is gonna be about whatever Ray Azul Sovereign posted 2 weeks ago, because y'all ain't thinking about what he posted last week. And that shit was brilliant. And I want to talk about it. And I want people to think that I think like this on my own. I want people to think that I come up with this sort of stuff myself. Fuck out of here, homeboy. Let me explain something to you, right? I don't hate white people. Nigga. I'm not black, homeboy. You better have a good look. I have African ancestors. Sure. I have European ancestors too. And I love them. We gonna leave on this note. Because I'm gonna be like you now. I'm gonna talk shit and act like a fucking Negro. Like a fucking nagger. Right? Okay. A nagger. Right? A fucking female horse. It ain't nothing like black pussy on my dick. Word to the motherfucker DJ Quick. I spray on like domino slamming bones. AMG's on the motherfucking microphone. It's like dick, bitch, nothing more, nothing less. I don't know what black pussy looks like. All of them was pink. Everyone I've ever touched was some fleshy color, pink. Feels black, I might be like, what the fuck is wrong? What's going on right there? I might think that the coochie got necrosis. Right? Necrosis. What is necrosis? Well, when your skin turns black because it's rotten and it's no longer alive. We'll say, it's like civilator mortus. I don't like you dudes. I think there should be less of you kind of people. on this planet, I think things would go a whole lot easier. With less of you people on this planet, and you see, you still don't understand. Like, let's put it this way, Sabir. I'm a fine young cannibal, homeboy.